probably still get owned because I just don't know how to play.
Well, let's roll off. I think you'll be all right. It just takes a little bit of time. I got a 5 this time. So he's playing Horde, Midrange, Death Knight, and I'm playing Tribal Druid. Hey, you got a 6. You beat it. This hand seems pretty good. I got.
Right, I'll go first.
Yeah, I think I'm keeping. I think I'm keeping. All right, so we've got 3 resources already. This dude is he's all right, but if our opponent does nothing, here you go, your turn. Yeah, it does seem like all the cards in there are expensive, like dollar-wise, but that's how a lot of mid-range decks have played out in Magic and other games over the years. Because your goal is to basically like, kill your opponent's early stuff, and then just play huge 3, 4, and 5 drops every turn, so that your opponent's just overwhelmed by how ridiculously good every card is.
I think that's the opening play you were saying.
Yeah, that's it. That's another one. Yeah, you also have, on turn 2, if you have an ally in your hand, you can discard it and make a 3/3 and have a pretty strong board presence. Do I even bother playing this guy? He's just gonna die to Broderick. It's that or pass, and I might just. Oh, have I showed you this? Have I showed you this deck before?
Yeah, last night you owned me with it.
Oh, I think I got a pretty ridiculous play. This happens sometimes. I could also just play my Druid, flip my hero, kill his Broderick, and then he'll just kill my ally off either way. Ooh, no. If I can play a Thunder Bluff, that's a cool play. Let's check it out. This is pretty neat. I didn't expect this play. I thought my hand was terrible. So, Tauren have +1 health. I'll play a Tauren Druid, making him a 1/2, which means he would die to Broderick. But check out the perfect flip. If you control a Druid, I have +1 attack. So I'll flip for free. Oh, you can read that if you want. And now I get to kill off your Broderick. So my +1 attack, and I'll just kill Broderick, and I'll take 2. And even though you have a Broderick in your graveyard now, my 1/1 has 2 health, so I'm not going to be able to kill him with that. Getting some value from the flip and the Thunder Bluff, that's pretty sweet. I'm down for that. Druids. Now there was a play where I could have played Uncatalogued Species and the next turn played another Uncatalogued Species, completed both, and guaranteed some good plays. But I kind of have turn 3 wrapped up, kind of have turn 4 wrapped up. So if I draw a good 2-drop here, this would be a nice tribal curve out thing.
I can't remember. Was there any weapons in this deck?
There's only 3, and it is a weird weapon that has an ability called Artifact, where if you discard, well, basically Artifact means you can cast the weapon from the graveyard. So it's really hard to get rid of. So that's it. It's 3 weapons. The weapons are not the focus of the deck. It's definitely the mid-range, like 3 to 5 cost Horde allies.
Playing the stash. Put a 1/1 ally into play.
Opponent stashed this, so he made a token.
And getting rid of the ally. And that should give me a token, right?
No, it's discard, so that means if you have an ally in your hand, you put it in the graveyard.
Ah, okay. Well, I do have an ally in my hand.
Yeah, well, that's up to you to choose if you want to save that ally, but oftentimes it's nice getting the 3/3 in play early because you have an incredible like turns 3, 4, 5, 6. So getting a nice turns 1 and 2 means that it's going to be a lot easier to transition into the mid game where your deck explodes.
So to be honest, I wouldn't have bothered stashing. I probably would have got rid of this card.
Yeah, let's do that then. Yeah, because you got to understand the card. So take that back, and this will just go back to the tokens deck. Oh, so that's the... Alright, well then you'll still need a resource to play. So, yeah, just pull that back in your hand and just figure your turn out, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
Yeah. You know, I know the frame rate's probably not the best on here, but I don't really plan on buying any computer parts ever since Bitcoin and all that came out. The whole cryptocurrency thing has really made buying computers expensive.
Let's go with that.
Alright, so
Fire
still gonna
stick.
stash. And then you're discarding old fungus face, so he's in the grave. Let's get you a ghoul. Not bad, decent board for turn 2. Let's flip that over. So we have a Broderick in the yard. And a 1-1 and a 3-3. Oh, you got a Broderick, so you probably want to attack with your hero. You can either swing at my 1-1 and deal 1 damage to him. He is actually a 1-2 right now, so he'll survive. Or you can hit my hero for 1. Alright, swinging in here. Let's tap you. And then my guy will take 1. And you will also take 1. Let's untap, draw. Let's load our hand back up. So we'd be choosing Torn for this. Cost 8. I don't know if this card should be in the deck, but that's an easy resource later in the game. Seeing as we drew 2 of them, we kind of want to try and plan for it, but I mean, how do we plan for that at this point in the game? I don't really know. Certainly not the 2-drop we wanted. We could play Uncatalogued Species and complete it and see if we draw another, I mean, I guess a 1-drop. That just doesn't seem ideal. Or we could just play Proving Grounds, draw a card, and just pass, and that's the end of it. I'm going to complete this quest now. And I will go ahead and swing into... This is interesting. So I can choose to kill off your token because he can be an issue for me later on. Because I feel like no matter what, you're going to kill off my guy with your Broderick trigger in the graveyard. So I think I'd rather get rid of your board presence. So that's what I'll do. I'll just trade for your token. Feels bad. What's up, cat? This quest may seem odd, but you have cards like Broderick that go find in the graveyard, and that weapon. The weapon, if you just discard it, you're allowed to cast it out of the graveyard just like it's basically in your hand. So it's a great synergy.
So I might as well do this. So what am I doing? I'm drawing 2 and then discarding a card. Is it of the 2 or any card in my hand?
Of any card in your hand. Yeah, I mean, if you have a better turn play, if you have a better play this turn, you don't have to do that quest. It's just there for synergy. Sometimes you play against decks that there's no creatures in the graveyard, but you need to Unholy Power, so you can discard a creature into the graveyard. That way you can cast your, not Unholy Power, but Corpse Explosion. I keep thinking Unholy because the rune, right? So. Okay, discard an Undercity. Well, we probably want to do some attacking, right? We have a Ghoul and we have a Broderick in our graveyard, so I'll take 4 from the Ghoul and your hero. Alright. Let's untap and draw. Pretty much a duplicate of the other quest. Just pay 1, reveal the top 4, and pick a Druid, a Tauren Druid from it. That's the deck. Alright, so for turn 3, what do we got on my end? I don't know that I want to just immediately trade this guy. He's pretty good for my deck. But, like, I can't just draw cards and do nothing. So that's probably going to be the play.
So you played this deck extensively?
That deck, no. But it was a staple for a while. I'll play this guy and pass. Death Knights
Staple for who?
for, like, the game. Back when this game was real popular, and it was called Scourge War Block. That's just, I guess, everyone has their opinion, but that's the peak for me. Everything got really powerful. That's when Death Knights released. And Death Knight had, again, their class was kind of slow to come out, so they didn't have 3 years of cards. They had one set and a starter. So Blizzard had to immediately, or Cryptozoic had to immediately make them have good cards. So all the cards were powerful but expensive. And that's basically what a mid-range deck is. It's usually like clunky and not a lot of synergy, but just every card is such a problem. Yeah, he's not that bad on his own. Oh, you know what? I want to swing. Can I hit your hero for 1? I was supposed to do that. Since he actually gives your hero +1 attack. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do 1. Yeah, he's worded all weird. He's just a 3-drop 3/3 that gives all druids +1/1, but not himself. So he's a 3/3. Based on our hand, these Roar of the Ages are never going to do anything useful. We're going to have to take a turn at some point and start completing these quests. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Alright, so usually you want to remove your opponent's graveyard, so I'll take out my ally, lose my guy, and then take 4. What a play. Doesn't that feel ridiculous?
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
And so let me understand this next bit. You may remove target ally from your graveyard if you do an undead hero in your party. Okay, which I don't have, so I can't heal.
Oh no, your hero's undead.
Ah.
Yeah, that card also has a lot of synergy with a creature called Deathveer. I don't know if you have him. He's a 4-drop, 4/5 undead man. So the token doesn't count. So you can just put your graveyard in 2 piles if you like. Nothing wrong with that. Because you pretty much don't want to remove Broderick. You have a creature in your graveyard, and I have one left in mine. It's the Alamo you just killed. So there are...
Be this one.
Actually, do your opponent's stuff first, because sometimes your opponents have ways to like get their guys back, and that's always usually the play. Alright, I'll take 4.
Alright, so you added the
Yeah,
Broderick.
1 from the Broderick. Yep. 3 from the Ghoul, 1 from the Broderick is good. Alright, gonna Undercity your guy away and heal yourself for 2. And again, these tokens don't actually exist in the graveyard, so try not to get... I don't understand why they're attached. That's pretty annoying. And then where'd the other guy go? The fungus face. This is actually the remove zone, this one down here, if that helps. See the little portal thing, but whatever. This is just the remove from game zone, so in case you're ever curious where that stuff goes. Alright. Let's do the Druid turn. What do we got? Well, I guess that's probably going to be my turn 4 play. I'll just kill this guy off, try to get back in the game. Alright, we'll play this guy. He's going to kill your ghoul. So, nice little 2-for-1. Try to get me back in the game. I'll pass to you. Earlier, my opponent played his Corpse Explosion for 4 damage. Well, it always does 4, right? That's just how it's designed. This guy actually has an additional health because of Thunderbluff. So instead of a 3/3, he's a 3/4. Didn't matter in that case, but I would have been able to trade off the ghoul and then live. And that's a pretty big deal. All just from a location sitting in play. Should this location just be Eye of the Storm? Maybe, but what other opportunity are you going to have to actually play Thunderbluff? So that was the decision with that one. I mean, really, if you're playing Druid Tribal, I don't know that you're really concerned with playing an optimal build. But you know what? Druid Tribal has some fun openings. It's pretty powerful. You can put better, like more better druids. Like this dude, you could just play 4 of him. I think I'm only playing 2 because I don't want the deck to be too competitive.
Painful.
Oh yeah, everyone's favorite. This is my least favorite card in the game.
There's so many people that complain about this. Obviously, because the card's OP, but because of the cost and obviously how hard it is to get. So people just get crabby about it. And the fact that it pretty much broke WoW TCG, right?
Yeah, hey, that's just my opinion. Other people have their own opinions. I remember some dudes on Reddit said that they... Oh, that's the wrong one. That one goes over there. Here we go. Yeah, some people said it wasn't that big of a deal, but I mean, it killed it in my city, effectively killing it for... Yeah, I mean, I have a protector I can choose to protect. You can swing at my hero, and maybe I'll protect, or if you just want damage on him, you can just swing at him directly. So you're swinging at me, so now I have to think about, do I want to protect? I can get you back for 2, but I'll lose a damage on this guy. He's a 2/5 right now, so he'd become a 2/4. Is that damage going to be relevant? Let's look at my hand before I make that decision. Alright, so this costs 8. It goes down to only 7 with him in play. Yeah, it's not going to happen. A lot of air this game. I think I'll just protect, and your hero takes 2. I'll put 1 on him. Alright, this guy's nuts. He's a 4-drop 5/3. He has stealth, so he can't be protected against. He himself is untargetable versus removal. When he comes into play, he puts these 2 1/1s that can protect him. They're not protectors for everything, but they protect him. Man, he's kind of ridiculous to beat sometimes. Just depends, well, you know, what you get in your deck. Alright, so we can lead with maybe this Proving Grounds. Give us a variety. We have 2 1-mana cost quests. Here's our 2 in case we want that. What's the play? We'll have 5 mana this turn. We can just play Alamo and complete Proving Grounds, or we can complete one of these 1 manas first, see if we draw something good. It's probably a better play. I'll complete this quest here. Uncataloged species, name a race. We'll name Tauren. So then we reveal the top 4, and I get to pick a Tauren. If I take this guy... Oh yeah, we had to pay. I think that's probably going to end up being my play. I know he's kind of weak. I could just take this other Alamo and just start overloading him, but I think his deck's got way more giant mid-range threats than we do, so I'm afraid. So if we get him, we pay 1, put him into play, play a new quest the turn, play Alamo, then he can swing and complete this for free, and he's a 2/2, so I can attempt to attack this guy. He might just let that happen and I'll die. Boo. Alternatively, I could play Alamo and then try to swing in with this, which he'll have to protect, and then I can try and play this, and I'll just directly kill a token off. Since he's just a 2/2 at that point. Okay, I think I like that play. Okay, actually somewhat complicated play for this deck. So this is the guy we're choosing. I'm real glad I did this decision before I figured out my turn. Alright, we'll play Alamo. He's going to give my other druids +1 attack. I didn't even think about my hero. Man, that was such a misplay. So here's a sweet play. Let's check it out. Let me make sure. So my hero kills 1 token. The protector attempts to kill Edwin. Is that the right play? No, I should play this guy and just straight up attack the token. And this guy is a 3/5 right now, so he'll just die. That's okay, but I actually managed a way to beat him. Hey, yay. Alright, so here we go. Let's play this quest. Same one. Then I'll pay 1 for this guy. He comes into play. So then this guy gives all druids +1/1, so I'm going to swing at this token and kill it off. I'll take a damage. And then I'll use this guy, and he's going to swing into this other token, and he'll kill it. But I'm a 2/2, so I live. My next quest is free, so I'm going to go ahead and complete this one, which is reveal the top 4 cards, pick a Druid. This is quite a turn for our deck. Okay, pick a Druid, so there are some to pick from. He's hard to kill. He actually has attack value. I think I want the hard to kill one for now. Alright, that goes in my hand, so that was free. He only does that for your next quest, not both of them, so that's gone. Alright, so then now this guy is actually a 3/5. I'm going to use him to kill off Edwin, and we'll trade. Alright, Raid Boss Edwin. Defeated. This guy's actually a 1. He's a 2/3 right now. It's pretty sweet. I know it seems weird to pass up the other Alamo, but Edwin was going to smash me for a 5. I'd have 8 health. Well, I would have had 9 health left if I didn't make that play. But either way, that's I don't want to have 9 health left against a deck that has like Corpse Explosions and a Broderick already in play and 4 cards that are probably huge. We're trying to claw back in, and if we can land one of these, we're going to get real big. But anytime our opponent plays a Vuzdin, it'll turn off all of our...
Cool.
Oh, no. He has another one. Okay. Oh, well. Where'd those tokens go?
Exhausting this card.
I think I have almost the same play.
Discarding Edwin, healing 2.
Got it. And you still have a Broderick, so let's see what you punch. Punch me for 1. So I'm actually going to hit you back for 1 because my hero has +1 attack, not assault. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I'm the one at low health. I feel like you should try and kill me. Or if you kill off, if you attack this guy, you'll take 2 back. And then he'll have 1 health left because I have a Thunder Bluff. That's another option.
How many hit points does he actually have?
So he's a 1/1. He's getting 1 from Thunder Bluff and 1 from Alamo. So right now he is a 2/3. Alright, hit me for 1. I'll take 1 and you also take 1 back. By the way, you're probably getting to the point where you don't need to resource much anymore. You have some cards that cost 6, but this deck doesn't really need to resource every turn. It just needs to do something powerful every turn. Alright, so we're at 5 mana. We can play this, go up to 6. We can actually just hard cast this. That's going to be hard to pass up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, we could... oh, sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6 mana. We could play this guy. That would give us 4 mana left for the turn and reduce the cost of this by 3. So that means it still ends up costing 5. So we actually can't resolve this. This guy's not going to die no matter what. Ooh, and that's not true. He's got two Dinkley Protectors. So we can use our hero to kill 1. Yay. And then we can use Alamo to kill the other one, and then use this guy to kill off Edwin. And if I play Roar, how big does he get? He's a 2/3 right now. And if I play Roar, he'll become a... Is it +3? Yeah, so he'll become a 5/6. Yeah, so he'll become a 5/6, which means he'll still die to Edwin. But that's fine, because that's not really going to be how I win this game with this guy in play. Alright, so that was another interesting set of turns for this deck. Let's start out. I'm going to use my hero and kill a token. I'll take 1. Then I'm going to use Alamo and kill a token. And he will take 1. Oh, right, I need to actually play that no matter what if I want this guy to trade. Oh, well, that's just the play. I just did it slowly in the wrong order. Yeah, so it's quest, cast this for full, and that's pretty much the turn, huh? 1, 2. Play quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is big. This usually costs 8, but I have 2. I'm choosing Tauren, so I have 2 of those in play, so it costs 6 now. They're both plus 3/3s, so they're pretty big. And this ally will swing at Edwin and end up, we'll just trade. Delete that. Alright, and then I'll get to complete a quest for free. I'll choose this one. And that's a reveal the top 4, pick a race. So I will, or name a race. I'm picking Tauren. So I'll get one of these. Got a couple choices. Wow, a lot of big stuff. You ever seen this guy? You ever seen the Lion King movie? You ever heard of that one? So,
Yeah.
Makuna Hatada. Something going on there. Alright, so this is in play, and unless you get rid of it, everything in my deck's going to be ridiculous to deal with. So I can either play the big old Druid Makuna Hatada, and he gives me the eventual ability where I can just kill you with him. I could also just grab this other Druid, so I've got a really reliable set of Druids. I need to look at exactly my mana to figure out that play, so it's going to be one of these two. That guy's a 3/5. I don't care about him right now. If we play other Druid, right now this one is a 3/3, pump by 3, so he's a 6/6. If I play another one, he'll also be a 6/6, but they'll pump each other, so I'll have 2 7/7s. That's pretty big. If I pick this one, I mean, he'll just be a little bit bigger. Instead of a 7/7, he'll be a 8/8. But that means this guy stays as a 6/6. So I get an 8/8 and a 6/6. If I pay 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be a while. I would like to be able to play him in the same turn. I don't have 9 mana, though. I'm at 6. I've got another 3 before I can get there. I'm going to have to innervate for a turn. Maybe natural order off something if he does something relevant. How close are we to casting this other one? That's a good question. If we spend our turn next turn, and this guy doesn't die, we could pay 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe 1, 2 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe place a resource. With 2 mana left, we'll have 1, 2, 3 Tauren allies. So this almost still costs full 5. Then maybe the play is just pay 2 for this guy. So I'll have 2 Taurens and 1, 2, 3, 4, make a resource 5. That's still not enough, is it? Tell you what, this is the Druid Lord deck. He seems like an auto pick. This guy also has the late game chance to let us draw out of it. I'm just going to go with this one. I think it's got less options every turn, but it gives me a chance to heal out of the game. All right, that was a long set of decisions. I'm going to end up picking that guy. We'll see if that was the correct decision or not. All right, my creatures are huge now, so I'll put that somewhere. So he's a 3/3 with +3. He's a 6/6 plus this, so he's a 6/7. All right, that was a long decision, but there were a lot of things we had to consider, like that. See, this card will just end up killing me. Whether it attacks or blocks, it'll just kill me. So I've got to have a way to heal up. Even if I get a huge board, if I take, guaranteed to take 5 here. It's getting scary.
So this is a 6/7, right?
Yeah, he's pretty enormous. My opponent also could have Army of the Dead, and that'll just win the game. Ouchies. Sure, we'll trade. You take a damage, I take one.
Exhausting.
So, hey, Golden, take out the allies from my graveyard first, because you never know. You might have something that lets you reanimate them, or what if I
Oh,
have that? And you might want to go ahead and...
I didn't realize I could do it.
Yep, any player's graveyard. So I'll just take one of mine out for now. Oh, actually, I did that earlier.
So once again, I don't know what's in the deck, so...
Yeah, it's your first time playing the deck. That's why I'm showing you plays like this. You can see it's a little clunky. It's not like your deck has a bunch of cool, awesome synergy, and it's mostly just like play a good thing every turn, hope it beats the opponent. And a lot of times it does. Although if you can find a Vuzdin to kill my Roar of the Ages, or at least temporarily, that thing's making all my cards like tremendous. Let's see, what are our plays this turn? Yeah, we're at 6 mana. Probably go to 7 off this natural order, just resource that. With 7 mana, we can pay 2, play this guy, so we'll have 5 mana left. I think we already went over this, right? So with 5 mana and 2 Tauren allies in play, this still costs 6, so I don't have enough to actually do that play. We'll end up killing this guy off, take a bunch of damage. Ouch. We could play Hakuna next turn for 4.
I have to go soon.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hurry my play up then. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just 3 mana left. Can't really do anything with 3 mana. I could play this other guy and just hope. If he has Army of the Dead, I lose. So I'll run into your Protector and kill him off. So I'll take 4. And then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 health.
Let me guess, full heal.
No, but if this guy gets to activate his ability, this guy needs to die like ASAP. He can give all my allies +5 attack. Smash is like trample for magic, and then absorb is lifelink. So all my creatures will gain lifesteal and heal me for however much damage they deal, which pretty much will reset my health. Might also just kill you in 1 turn. Yeah, I forgot to attack with my hero. I should have done that. 1 damage might matter. But yeah, next turn we'll like
Don't really have a lot of choice here.
have to activate this.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah, I mean if you have an Army of the Dead, that would be the best card in the game basically at this turn.
I've got 2 choices. I can either try play these to hope to get something better, or I could play a card.
Well, I can show you what's on board. With this guy, I'm going to be hitting your board for... I might just kill you in 1 turn. He'll give everyone +5, and they have +4 right now. So he'll give them each ally swings for +8. So he swings for 9. He swings for, what, 12? And so that's 9 plus 12. 21. He's a 3 with +5. It's 8 and 3 more. 11. Yeah, I think I kill you in 1 turn. Like next turn, you're dead on board. So you either have to get rid of this guy, get rid of my ability, play some protectors, play some removal, something like that.
Well, even if I do get it from these 2 cards, it's not likely I'm going to be able to play it anyway, because I've only got 3 resources.
Yeah, let's think about the removal in the deck, since you don't know what it is. Army of the Dead costs 6. Pretty clear you don't have that. Unholy Power costs 3, so if you spend potentially 3 resources, you can play a new resource and still cast Army of the Dead, as long as you don't mind losing a card out of your hand, which you should, because you'll just not die. That's important. My guys have a lot of health right now, though.
So I've got to
8,
see that
9, 10,
card.
11, 12. He's a 12. This dude has just 12 health.
Resource 2 to see what I get.
Turns out this was the right choice. I mean, if my opponent had Armies of the Dead, or had Army of the Dead, I don't think I could win that game regardless, unless I slowed way down and played a second Roar of the Ages and just swung with 1 Tauren per turn, and then innervated and drew it back into the game. I mean, it's not like the game's over, but I just don't like being
here too.
at 5.
See what I get with it. Still makes no difference. Alright. Did you want to see my hand?
Yeah, sure. Well, let me just swing so people understand, like, if they're watching, like, oh, this is what's happening. And then we'll go over that in a minute. Sound good? I will take one, and you will also take one. Just take my whole hero, why don't you?
Yeah. I tab and sometimes it just does that. So
It-
it's probably me
I'm just messing with you, man. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
How greedy can we get? Don't get greedy at all. The game's over. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activate Makuna Hatata's ability. So everything gets +5. And they already has +3. So everything gets +8. And actually these get +9. So it's, am I doing that math right? Yes. 5 + 8, or +3 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. So it's 9 plus the 4. So he will swing for 13 at you, and then heal me for 13. Yeah, and this guy ends up with +8 as well. So here's another 8 damage. So
What
8 plus
card's
the
actually healing
13.
you?
Say again?
What card is actually healing you?
This gave her one Absorb. And Absorb is the ability that lets me, anytime my creatures deal damage, I heal that much from my hero.
Okay.
Yeah, so then this guy will hit for 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 5 more is 11. So he'll swing for 11, clear me up. This guy is 1, plus 3 is 4, plus 5 more is 9, plus 1 more is 10. So he'll swings for 10 and kill you off. Yeah, I mean, this guy was a big risk for me. I was either going to win or lose from him, and turns out he won. And hey, look, a Death Knight's weakness is ongoing abilities, and it got you again. They just do that sometimes. GG, man. Alright, let's see your hand. So a card draw, a couple aggro guys, Death Charger.
And you got to realize these three came just then at the very end.
Oh, okay, so your hand was something like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much not a good hand, yeah. Um, let me see. Yeah, I think I was just out of lethal range. I think I had 23 damage on my hero, which put me at 5 health. So this guy can swing for 5, but the problem is that I had +2 extra health, so I had actually 7 health.
So, yeah, other than Army of the Dead, which you've got 2 in your stack, there's no Destroy All Allies in this.
Yeah,
Is it
usually this deck
lethal?
wants to get ahead, using Brodricks and Death Chargers to clear your opponent's field, and then using Kite on the Death Charger to like outdraw your opponent. I mean, I just made smart trades, and all my allies got huge. Just kind of what happens sometimes with the deck. There are a lot of ways you could build a deck. Like, this guy is fantastic in a lot of matchups, but if you're ever getting beaten down, he really doesn't do anything. So if you decided you wanted to make this deck a little more controlling, you could take him out. But yeah, that was pretty fun. I think there's some interesting stuff going on both sides of the field. A lot of powerful plays happened. So that's one of the reasons I like the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the match.